They say YouTube has the power to flip your life upside down, turn you into an overnight sensation, help you quit your day job, or even make you famous. But what people rarely talk about is what it's really like when you're just beginning. So I decided to test it for myself. For 30 days, I went all in. I created videos, tried to improve my skills, and spent hours upon hours editing. And let me tell you, what I experienced was nothing like the polished success in 30 days stories you see online. What really happens when you start from zero? Is the effort worth it, or does everything just crash and burn? That's what I want to share today, the full journey. The wins, the frustrations, and the parts no one really prepares you for. And along the way, there were plenty of surprises. Some good, some not so much. And honestly, the outcome? Probably not what you'd expect. Let's talk about the very first video. You'd assume that would be the simplest step, right? Just hit upload. But it wasn't. Before I could even think about uploading, I had to pick a niche, decide on a style, and just push myself to start. So here's what I did. I grabbed my phone, opened up CapCut, and slapped together a very rough short. No script, no plan. The only thing I cared about was posting something instead of overthinking. When I finally uploaded that first video, I was pumped. I sat there refreshing the page, waiting for views to show up. And then, nothing. No comments, no views, just silence. I knew I wasn't going to blow up instantly, but still, I wanted one single view. That was it. Eventually, it happened. That tiny little one popped up under views. And it felt incredible, like someone out there actually clicked on my video. Was it probably me by accident while editing? Sure, but I didn't care. It felt like a victory. From that moment, I knew I couldn't stop. I promised myself I'd upload at least once a week no matter what. But I quickly learned that creating videos is not as easy as I thought. Editing alone was brutal. I had assumed it would be quick, cut a few clips, add some music, done. Nope, making something even half watchable took hours. And thumbnails? Way harder than they look. By the end of week 1, I had 2 videos up and a few hundred views total. Was it a lot? No, but to me, it was progress. Each number on the screen meant someone had watched, and that meant I was actually doing it instead of just talking about it. The biggest lesson from that first week wasn't about titles or editing tricks, it was about momentum. This wasn't my first attempt at YouTube. I'd started 7 channels before this one. And I knew the hardest part is surviving the messy beginning, when nothing looks good and no one is watching. If you can make it past that stage, you're already ahead of most people. By the second week, I thought I was getting into a groove. I was experimenting with different formats, adjusting my workflow, and building a routine. But soon I realized, just uploading isn't enough. If no one clicks your video, the content doesn't matter. So I started learning about SEO, keywords, and of course, the all-powerful algorithm. I spent hours tweaking titles and descriptions, almost like I was running a science experiment. Except instead of test tubes, I had tube magic and a lot of guesswork. Eventually, it started to pay off. Midway through week 2, I got my first comments. Something simple, like, nice video. But that one comment made the endless hours of editing worth it. It showed me that YouTube isn't just about numbers. It's about real people. Motivated, I started thinking less about what might get views and more about what I actually wanted to make. That felt freeing, but also terrifying. What if people didn't like it? By the end of week 2, though, I had 33 new subscribers and almost 3,000 unique viewers. Week 3 hit me like a wall. The early excitement was gone, and the grind really set in. I was putting in hours, but the numbers weren't moving much. I couldn't stop comparing myself to those creators posting how I hit 1,000 subs in a week videos. And I couldn't help asking, what am I doing wrong? There were nights I stayed up until 2 a.m. editing, only to wake up and feel like the video still wasn't good enough. But I uploaded it anyway. And then, out of nowhere, one of my videos got a little boost in views. Not viral, not huge, but enough to keep me going. That small win gave me just enough hope to push through. Honestly, this was the week I almost quit. The workload felt overwhelming, and the results seemed stuck. But then I asked myself, why did I even start? It wasn't about instant growth. It was about creating, learning, and testing what I was capable of. Remembering that shifted everything, and the kind comments I was getting from viewers made all the difference. By week 4, I was exhausted. Burned out, honestly. But I wasn't about to stop after coming this far. I wanted to finish strong. At this point, I had a clearer picture of who my audience might be, or at least who I wanted it to be. So instead of throwing out random ideas, I focused on making videos that could actually help or entertain people. And slowly, it started working. Watch time crept up. People were watching to the end. More comments started rolling in. And that felt better than any view count. I was proud, not because of the numbers, but because I didn't give up. So here are the results after 30 days. I uploaded 6 videos, got 6,400 views, 129 watch hours, and gained 228 subscribers. Some of those subs came from older videos I'd posted months earlier, but still, it was growth. Was it groundbreaking? No. But was it progress? Absolutely. So here's my advice: if you're thinking about starting a channel, just start. Don't wait for the perfect plan, the perfect setup, or the perfect moment. None of that exists. The most important step is taking the first messy, awkward, imperfect action. YouTube isn't just a platform, it's a community. And the people who succeed aren't always the most talented, they're the ones who stick it out. They win not because they're the best, but because they didn't quit. So if you've made it this far, thank you for being part of this journey. If you're curious what comes next, hit that subscribe button, and let's keep figuring it out together.